Hi there, this is Chappie Peter, bringing a word of encouragement again this week. It has been exciting here in Boulia with the Burke River breaking its banks after big rainfalls upstream. We received our share of over 100 millimetres recently, and that's a lot for us. It is interesting that the water takes its time to travel downstream in this flat country. The Burke River flows through various systems, including the Air Creek and the Warburton, to flow into Lake Eyre, ultimately. The Lake Eyre Basin is in Australia's centre, covering approximately 1.2 million square kilometres and covers 1/6 of Australia. Isn't that fascinating? Interestingly too, at its lowest point, it is 16 metres below sea level. The water comes down across the floodplains, filling waterholes and wetlands and creating new channels, hence the term channel country. Most of the rain which falls in the north never reaches the lake, 1,000 kilometres away, which only fills occasionally. And to provide a sense of scale, the Lake Eyre Basin is about the size of France, Germany and Italy combined. Many of you will have seen footage on Facebook and TV of the sea of water. This is what it looked like on the ground at Boulia. Like lots of places, we were cut off. Reminds me of our ancestors Adam and Eve, cut off from God and the beautiful Garden of Eden because of their disobedience. But you know the story. Sadly, it is in our genes to disobey and rebel, and mankind has been cut off from God as a result. But as the old song goes, quote, "Love found a way to redeem my soul," end of quote. This diagram shows the way. John's Gospel tells us that Jesus said, "I am the way. No one can come to the Father but by me." Happily, millions have gone the way of Jesus and the way of the cross and found life in all its true abundance. You know, in many situations we face questions about which way to go in the decisions of life. Not only do we look to Jesus for the ultimate way, that is, the way to life as he is the way, but also as the light of the world, he will show us the way. If we genuinely seek to go his way in the decisions of life, he will show us, and if need be, confirm that, as the old prophet Isaiah said in chapter 30, verse 21, quote, "This is the way, walk in it." Psalm 25, verse 9 says, and I quote, "He guides the humble in what is right and teaches them his way." Proverbs 3, verse 6 says, and I quote, "In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight." In the Old King James, it says, "He will direct your paths." He'll show you somehow. God uses his word, the Bible, and its promises. He also uses people and circumstances to help us in our decisions. Recently, we needed to know whether to resume our school chaplaincy role this year. It seemed that one phone call and the trend of circumstances showed us the way for the days ahead. More recently, in endeavouring to know the way forward last week, as we were due to head off on the 200-kilometre journey to Bedourie for our work, we set off despite the wet weather, seeking to do what was right, taking into account wise counsel and the latest information about the roads, but not really knowing for sure. All the Bedourie landlines and mobile phones were out. Not much sun even to use mirrors. God had one senior person in our community and one in our work hierarchy ring us and tell us to turn back before we had gone out of phone range. God's timing is perfect, and as we all know, he is always on time. It was not for us to be going to Bedourie then for two reasons, we discovered. This was a confirmation indeed of what we should do. The Sydney musical group City Alight plays a song called, and I quote, "All my ways are known to you." The lyrics go like this, and I quote, "In days of peace and days of rest, in times of loss and loneliness, though rich or poor, your word is true, that all my ways are known to you. No trial has come beyond your hand, no step I walk beyond your plan. The path is dark outside my view, still all my ways are known to you. And the chorus goes like this. And oh, what peace that I have found, wherever I may be, for all my ways are known to you. Psalm 16 verse 11 says, and I quote, "You will show me the way of life, granting me the joy of your presence and the pleasures of living with you forever." And yes, if there seems to be no way, be reminded of the old song whose lyrics go like this, and I quote, "God will make a way where there seems to be no way. He works in ways we cannot see. He will make a way for me. He will be my guide, hold me closely to his side. With love and strength for each new day, he will make a way, he will make a way." Are you struggling to find your way this week? Be sure to tell it all to Jesus. Say a prayer. We don't need flash words, but the genuine cry from the heart will suffice. Bless you as you commit your ways to him this week. And remember, if it's flooded, forget it. If your way is blocked, accept it. There may be a good reason. And finally, a prayer. Lord, thank you that all my ways are known to you. I commit my way to you today. Amen. Well, folks, that's it. See you next week. Bless you. Have a great week. Bye. All good now. See you next time. Bye.